Hey there everyone, and welcome back to another video from Facepaint Forum Shop. I've got an easy Olaf face paint for you today because in 2020 I'm sure we'll be painting hundreds of them. So here we go, let's get started. So I've got my 3/4 angled wash protege loaded with Leanne's Island Girl. This one I use on the job all the time. It's definitely my go-to for backgrounds. And kids really love how bright and vivid these colors are. So here we go. I'm just creating just a backdrop for Olaf. So here I've got a chisel brush, actually. You're welcome to use a filbert. And just remember Olaf's general shape, the shape of his head. Okay, and then we've got the second part of his tier of his body and the third. Now because this white isn't as bright as I would like, you'll see me go over it a few times. Here we're just creating a snow bundle that Olaf has fallen into. So we're covering up almost half of his body, and just so we can make this design move along a little quicker on the job. I absolutely adore cheek art. It's my most favorite thing to do. So this one I've done many times and everybody seems to love it. So hopefully this can help you too. So here I turn the chisel brush on its side and just create more of a snow flurries. I've got my finger dauber here. Facepaint Forum Shop does have these available, and they're primarily used for stencils. So here I've got my snowflake stencil. Visit facepaintforumshop.com for more. They have many assortment of stencils available. So here I'm just being pretty careful, and we got a really good application. So because of that paint lifted, I went ahead and used my sponge dauber and just went over the part that was lifted. No big deal. And I blended out to the rest of the design. Here I've got my round number 5 loaded with Diamond FX White. And we're going to create swirls, teardrops, filigree, all those wonderful things for any and every design. I absolutely love line work. I love that you can fill a lot of space with it in just a matter of seconds. And because I've already got white loaded on here, I'll just fill in a few more spots. On the job, typically I only do Olaf one time. I usually don't go over it with white any more than the one time. Here we'll add some dots. And we'll add dots even inside the snowflake just to bring it out a little bit more. Here I've got Superstar Orange loaded on a round number 3. We'll create his nose. There you go. Now I've got Superstar Magenta loaded on that same round number 3. And this is just going to be his blush right here. I did want to give him blush, wanted to make him look a little more cutesy. So here I've got Superstar Plum, and I'll be adding the branches to his head and his arms. Typically you do this with brown, but I really adore color. And this plum is just like, I love it. I absolutely love it. So I use it quite a bit. Alright, it's time for Diamond FX Black, and I've got it loaded on a round number 3. We'll create his big bold eyes. If you're familiar with my cheek art, you definitely know this is my go-to eye. I love this eye because it's super cutesy. Moms, kids, everybody loves it, and it's super simple. Alright, so we've created his smile here, very simple. Bring down the tooth, make sure that smile is more squared. And then just very thin outline on the outside. One kohl for his chest there. And remember, the rest of his body is covered in snow, so we don't have to worry about that. Now here I've picked up Superstar Teal. I've wiped it off on a towel. And now I'm going to go ahead and use it as a highlight color. This is just if you have extra time. If you don't, if you've got a long line, don't worry about this step. Here I've got Diamond FX White loaded again on my round number 3. We're creating those highlights, brighten up that tooth a little bit. And went ahead and covered up that teal spot. I really didn't like it there. So I wanted the highlights just a little bigger on his eyes. We'll add a starburst here for fun. Now I did the same thing with Superstar Teal. I loaded it, then wiped it on a towel, and then I added some highlights here just to create more depth with the snow. And you're done. Absolutely done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope some of these tips, if not everything, is really helpful to you this next coming year. Thank you guys, and visit Face Paint Forum Shop for more.